Have you ever asked yourself, what's it all for? There are ups and downs in life. Why is that? Where is my soul traveling through the vastness of the universe without end? I'm very interested in this strange quest, which has made me look beyond the everyday and into the realms of spiritual growth and enlightenment. I looked into not one but 3 deep sources because of this quest: the Bible, the Law of One, and the wise teachings of Dolores canon. When put together, they shed light on a beautiful thing called the harvest of the soul. The idea is that our souls are on a huge, mysterious journey that goes beyond time and space. It's not just an idea, whether you call it the harvest, the shift, or the ascension. The event is taking place now, and we are a part of a huge shift in the universe. Before you fully understand it, the idea of a spiritual harvest might seem tough, but if you look into these sources a little more, you'll see that they're all talking about the same amazing event from different points of view. This isn't just secret information that needs to be kept secret. It's about a shift in dimensions that many of us are already going through. The Bible is full of spiritual wisdom and tells us a lot about the journey of our souls and how our spirit has changed over time. I'm always surprised by how frequently the harvest appears in the Bible. This is a powerful image for our spiritual journey because it shows the turning points in our growth and the paths we take to reach our ultimate goals. In the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, there is a story called the parable of the sower that really speaks to me. Think about this. A sower goes out into the world and spreads seeds on rocks, thorns, and good soil. God's word is in these seeds, and the type of soil they land on determines their fate. This really shows how open we are to spiritual messages. For me, this parable is a deep look into consciousness. It's a clear message. How open our hearts are has a lot to do with how spiritually we grow. The fertile soil stands for those of us who not only hear God's word, but also fully accept it and act on it, which leads to spiritual growth and change. It's a beautiful reminder that we need to take care of ourselves and get ready for our spiritual side every single day. Now we come to the New Testament. In this book, especially the book of Revelation, the harvest imagery takes on a more alarming tone. It shows a big picture of the last harvest, which will separate the good from the bad. I see this as a journey of our souls, a sorting process that fits with how spiritually mature we are and how ready we are to change. The Bible has always helped me see spiritual growth as a journey of becoming more like God, becoming more pure, and finally getting ready for an amazing reunion with God. In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 17, there is a passage that vividly describes the sudden separation of people. This idea is found in many religious traditions and fits surprisingly well with some views on spiritual or cosmic shifts, like those that Dolores canon explores. I've learned that this idea of the harvest isn't just found in the Bible. It covers other spiritual teachings too, like the Law of One, which is a set of enlightening messages that Carla Ruckert received in the early 1980s. People think that these messages came from a being named Ra. They give us deep information about how we are spiritually growing, what reality is really like, and how to reach enlightenment. In this case, the harvest isn't just a figure of speech. It's a cosmic process in which souls go through different stages of spiritual growth. Each soul's journey shows how spiritually divided they are. I've learned about the 2 different ways to grow spiritually by studying the Law of One. The good way is to work together, love each other, and help others. People who walk this path try to get in tune with the natural order of the universe and commit to lifting the spirits of those around them as well. On the other hand, those who follow the negative path tend to be self-centered, domineering, and manipulative souls who may use others for their own benefit and obstruct the flow of love and unity. Both paths give you a different view of the soul's journey and show how our spiritual quests are a complex dance between light and shadow. As I've thought about it, the idea of a harvest brings to light a turning point in the spiritual history of our world. A point where souls find their destinies connected with their inner essence. It's not about judging, it's the end of our soul's journey, and a reminder of the choices we've made that are etched into our very being. The Law of One shows that this is not a one-time event, but rather an endless cycle that is playing out across the universe. Souls that are ready for either light or darkness move on to new realms and start new chapters that haven't been written yet, while souls that are still growing continue on their journey. Dolores Cannon was a wonderful woman whose ideas about the journey of the soul changed the way I thought about things. She developed a unique method, the quantum healing hypnosis technique, that showed the tapestry of past and possible lives, giving us a look into the soul's journey never seen before. The new Earth, a dawn of higher consciousness that promises a time of deep change, is at the heart of what she has revealed. This evolution shows how people are rising to higher levels of spiritual clarity and awareness. Through time and space, her clients told stories of big changes that encouraged us to go beyond our ancestral limits and embrace a new symphony of life. Cannon's story is a wake-up call, telling us to recognize our spiritual essence and accept that we are one with the universe. The stories of her clients' experiences with transcendental consciousness, filled with love, unity, and purpose, light the way for change and help people reach a higher state of being. This is a journey not only of the self, but also of the soul of all humanity towards a brighter, more enlightened future. By exploring the deepest parts of the harvest, as shown in the Bible, the law of one material, and the enlightening writings of Dolores, we can hear a beautiful harmony of wisdom that goes beyond the limits of our own beliefs. This revelation tells us a lot about the journey our souls take on a universal level, highlighting our most important need to grow as individuals and get ready for spiritual ascension. The parable of the sower in the Bible is a classic allegory that shows us how important it is to have a heart that is not only open to God's messages, but also deeply tuned into them. This story from the Bible is similar to what Ra says in the Law of One. In that book, the evolution of our spirits is closely linked to how ready and open we are to cosmic wisdom. Dolores Cannon's groundbreaking work adds to this story by painting a vivid picture of how changing ourselves on the inside is the key to reaching our spiritual potential. The Law of One and Cannon's research into the human mind both stress how important unity and kindness are to our spiritual journey. Ra's teachings talk about becoming one with the infinite creator, which is a journey filled with love and helping others. The ideas that Cannon has about the new Earth support this idea, saying that love and connection are the keys to a new era of consciousness for all people. This spiritual views gives us a big picture of our place in the universe, suggesting that our personal and collective growth is just one part of the universe's bigger story. These teachings are based on the idea that people have free will and are responsible for their actions. Our spiritual frequency changes as we go on this journey, and it gets us ready for the harvest. Both the Bible and the Law of One stress that this spiritual growth happens in cycles, and that the harvest is not the end, but a way to reach higher levels of existence and understanding. The journey of spiritual growth doesn't happen in a straight line, but in a spiral that keeps turning. Each loop brings more insight and a stronger connection to God. The idea of interconnectedness, which is shown in many different ways, emphasizes that our personal growth is closely linked to the growth of all consciousness as a whole. There is no doubt that we are not alone on our spiritual path. We are a part of a huge, interconnected universe. In all 3 points of view, the idea of a higher intelligence that guides evolution is present and acts as a guiding light. It all points to an ever-present support system. This system not only helps us change as individuals, but it also guides the whole group to a better state of being. Upheavals in the outside world and awakenings inside people are both signs of this big change. With its social, political, and environmental problems, the world is in a state of flux right now. This is a reflection of the need to break down old beliefs and systems in order to make room for new ways of living. During this change, a more aware consciousness grows, one that is more aware of the unfairness and differences in our societies. This awakening makes us think about whether the way we live and treat each other and the planet now is sustainable. This is a clear call to change old ways of thinking and acting to ones that are more fair, inclusive, and long-lasting. These signs are telling us to be a part of this cosmic process as they become clearer. To be in sync with this wave of change, we need to be open to it, question the status quo, and look for a deeper connection and understanding of who we really are. It's a journey that asks us to get past our fears and open our hearts to all the possibilities that lie ahead. This inner turmoil often leads to a desire for more meaning, which drives us to seek out bigger truths that bring about a shift in both our individual and collective consciousness. As things fall apart, a parallel story of unity, working together, and a stronger sense of community starts to show itself. It's a call to get past differences, learn to understand each other, and work together to reach common goals. A growing interest in spirituality and self-reflection is a clear theme running through these teachings. People are turning more and more to spiritual practices, meditation, and self-reflection to get a better sense of their life's purpose and to understand their own existence more clearly. A shift in values toward kindness, service, and caring for the environment is a key sign of this time. At the heart of this awakening is the principle of oneness, which says that we are one with all living things and the universe. This awareness of oneness, which is a key part of the profound awakening, supports joining together over separating. People may find themselves on a fast track to personal and spiritual growth as this upheaval and awakening play out. This journey can show up as stronger intuition, more empathy, and a deeper sense of purpose, which are all signs of believing that the collective consciousness of all people will be raised to a higher level. This journey is a step toward a deeper understanding, a bigger consciousness, and a greater ability to love, care for, and empathize with others. It's a call to action for everyone to help heal themselves and society as a whole. The goal is to heal not only individual spirits, but also our global community and the planet itself. This desire for a world that is more in tune with harmony and balance brings out the core of what it means to be human. Even though these stories are told in different ways, they all have the same main ideas: the importance of divine planning, the power of individual choice, and the fact that our reality is complex. These people are beacons of hope and guides for people who want to grow spiritually and raise their consciousness. This path leads to exploration, growth, and getting to know yourself better. It urges us to heed the call of the ongoing harvest. This momentous event is not far away. It is happening right now and calls us to join the universal rhythm of change and evolution. The harvest really is here, as you can see from the powerful currents that are changing our world as we get closer to living in a different dimension.